Hey yogis, today is, March 80th, Monday, April 13th. Happy Easter. I hope you guys had a somewhat, whatever normal is, holiday, and enjoyed it with the people that you're quarantined with. I didn't get to see my kids for the first time in a million years, so that was a little difficult. But I just said, hey, we're going to postpone it, and we will do it when this is all said and done and make it a bigger celebration than we normally would. So today what I wanted to do is just go over what an example of your final presentation is going to look like. I have all the information for you online under Blackboard, under our class, under assignments. And there's the sheet there that explains what I need from you. And then there's also another document for you of all the different poses we've done in class, in case you just need to refer to that to get your mind thinking about different poses we've done, or maybe you've forgotten some. So today, I'm just gonna do like a practice presentation, what it would look like if you were in the class doing it for me and with the other classmates. You may send a video of yourself doing your presentation. I would love to see your smiling faces again. If you cannot do that, don't have the means, all you have to simply do is write down the poses that you would be doing in your presentation. So again, we have Mountain 1, Mountain 2, and Mountain 3. Mountain 1's our warm-up, Mountain 2 is our work phase, and Mountain 3 is our cool-down phase. I want 6 to 8 poses, or 8 to 10 poses, I believe, per mountain. So 8 to 10 poses in your warm-up, 8 to 10 poses in your work phase, and then 8 to 10 in your cool-down phase. So I'm just gonna do an example, okay, of what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna say like, hey, this is the first pose, the second pose. You don't have to do that. I'm just kind of pointing out. Some of the poses I'll use as transitional poses, as far as I may not wanna count it as a pose, but I may have to use it to get to the pose I wanna count. Example, runner's lunge. That's a typical pose that we get into to get to the pose we want to get to. Try to get the different poses to flow with one another, so you're not up, down, so you're not mountain, and then back down to cat-cow, and then back up to warrior, okay? Make them flow like we do in class. Write them down, get an idea, and then do what you wrote down. Do the practice that you're sending to me via email or making a video, and see if they do flow. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna start out Mountain 1, 8 to 10 poses. Remember, we do a lot of repetition. So I'm gonna start out with Moonflower. Okay, so this is number 1. You don't say that in your video if you do one. So now I'm going to move into Sunflower. This is the second one. Both directions. I'm going to take it to Sun God. Toes out, heels in. And I'm going to pulse it out because we're in Mountain 1 and working. Now you can start on the floor if you want. You can start out with ab work. Start on the floor. Hold this for a moment. All right. And then bring it up. And let's move into our mountain pose, which is gonna be my transitional pose. All right. And then I'm gonna hinge at my waist. This is my 4th pose, I believe. I'm gonna pulse it out to airplane. So you can start on the floor, you can start out in your cat-cow. You know, you don't have to start by standing up. Be creative and have fun with it. Nothing is right or wrong really in yoga, okay? 5th pose, I believe, is chair. And then I'm gonna reach up to the sky, hold my chair for a moment, and I'm gonna come up and do balance chair. Still number 5. Heels down, flat back, airplane. I'm not going to count this because I already did it. And I'm going to go into forward fold. This is the 6th pose. So take a deep breath in and exhale, sink into your pose. And then I'm just going to do that whole series. I'm going to inhale up and exhale, sit in the chair, flat back airplane, and forward fold. That definitely covers up to 8 or more. for the warm up. So I've got down mountain 1 already, okay? And you can do this with me if you want. And I'm gonna take it to forward fold. I'm gonna move into mountain 2. Okay, so now 8 to 10 poses. I'm gonna jump into straddle. And just hold straddle for a moment. Take a deep breath in, exhale, sink into your straddle pose. And just hold it. Again, 5 to 7 breaths now. We're holding a little longer. And I'm gonna take it to runner's lunge. This is my second pose. I'm gonna hold this and take it up to crescent. I still want that to be 2. It could be technically 3, but it's just going to be 2 for me because I want to show you guys a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to take it down to runner's lunge. And I'm going to take a half step forward for pyramid. This is my third pose. Again, holding it 5 to 7 breaths. And you can talk about breathing if you want, if you're doing a video, because it's your practice. And I'm going to bring it up into warrior 1. So this is mountain, or mountain 2. This is my 4th pose, I believe. In mountain 2, we're going to hold that. I'm going to take it up into a goal post arms. And then I'm going to twist into warrior 2. This is my 5th pose, I think. Holding it, 5 to 7 breaths. It's snowing outside here, by the way, in Traverse City. Lovely. April 13th. Reverse warrior. 6th pose. And then back to warrior 2. I've already done this, so I already counted it. So I'm still at 6 poses. And then I'm going to take it to warrior 3, dancer. And this is my 7th, maybe. I'm going to, maybe I'm not. And I'm going to take it down. Back into warrior 1, using this as a transition. I'm going to twist, extend the leg and take it down. The triangle pose, and that's my 8th pose. And then reverse triangle, that's my 9th. And then take it back down to runner's lunge as a transition. Pushing back to plank, that's my transition also, because I want to get back to my other side, because I have to do my left side now, just like I did my right. So I'm going to take it up into that crescent pose. Take it to pyramid. So I'm still in that second work phase at mountain 2, and I'm just repeating, okay? So I take it into warrior 1, hold at 5 to 7, warrior 2, hold at 5 to 7, and reverse. Back to warrior 2, warrior 3 or dancer. Take it back to warrior 1, and then my triangle, and reverse triangle. Okay, so if you're writing it down, you're just like, okay, here's my 8, do it on the other side, okay? And then I'm going to take it to my mountain 3, my cool down phase, holding this a little longer, 7 to 10 breaths. I'm going to inhale up, exhale, take it into my seated forward fold. Holding this 7 to 10 breaths. This is my first pose in my mountain 3. I'm going to bring it up to tabletop. That's my second pose. I'm going to take it into my boat, which is my third. Again, holding these 7 to 10 breaths. And bring it down. Take it all the way down to the floor. For my 4th, I'm going to do upside down pigeon on both sides. Video 7 to 10 breaths. Okay. That was my fourth, did it left and right. All right. I'm gonna take it over to an inverted pose to plow. That's my fifth, I think. And how about shoulder stand for my sixth? I'm gonna roll it down for happy baby for my seventh pose. Rolling side to side. And then finally for my eighth pose, I'm gonna do a supine spinal twist, 7 to 10 breaths, both sides. Okay, pretending I'm holding it. And if you're doing a video, you don't have to hold it that long. And then it's done, I'm done. So I just end in final relaxation. All right, so hopefully that clears up any confusion if there was any. I would have done the same thing in class as far as showing you that example of how the presentation should look. So keep it easy, chill about it. If you want to bring other poses in that we didn't do in class, feel free to do that as well. But get those to me before midnight on Thursday, April 30th, okay, to get your full 30-point credit. I have all that information for you on Blackboard under assignments. I have my phone number in case you have to ask any questions as well. All right, so get those to me, guys, because those are a lot of points. I posted videos for you this week to do as well for your own workouts, class credit. Just let me know what you think of them. All right, inhale up, hands together at the top, bring them down, namaste. By the way, you may get those to me at any time. You don't have to wait till that April 30th date. Please, I like to get them earlier because I have to get grades in, okay? So, thanks guys, have a great rest of your day. I'm always here for you to email or call, okay? Don't be afraid to do that.